Welcome back to my channel. I've finally finished the sketchbook. So let's jump straight into it and let's have a quick sketchbook tour. I've actually had this sketchbook for quite some time. I started my first sketch in Cornwall, so I do have some holiday paintings, Cornwall and Turkey, but I didn't do much at the time. This is a sketch that I did on location. It was on the beach, St Michael's Mount, down in, I think it's near Penzance in Cornwall, and I really enjoyed doing this one. I did it on the beach. I didn't have any water, so I used the sea for the water to paint with, so it's actually painted with the sea water. And then we went over to St Michael's Mount. We had to use the boat to get across. When the tide's out, you don't need a boat, you can just walk on the sand. It's just a little island, just on the beach, just a bit further out. So I remember doing this one. It was from a photograph. The last one was from a photograph as well. This one is from Padstow, a really nice little harbour town in Cornwall. And I just like these shadows and the big tree, and then you got the sea in the background, a nice blue sea. I didn't use my sketchbook for a while after that, and this is one that I did on location in Turkey. I wasn't very well, and it was very hot, so I had a problem with my paintbrushes melting, sticking together. It is what it is. And then this one, I did this for YouTube. I did a video on this. This is done with Inktense, just Inktense on their own, so it was quite nice to get the pencil drawing down and then add in the water to create those watercolour effects. This one, just a bit of colour, just some trees, and I think this was a live stream, or it was definitely a video somewhere for YouTube. I'm not really keen on this, but I don't know what I was thinking. Just wanted to get some colour down and just have a bit of fun with the paints. And then this one is Portland Basin. It's a little museum where I live, near where I live, and they had this little cabinet of a little section of mining, the mining industry, the coal mining, and this little cabinet had a little model, a couple of huts, and one of those turbine wheels, whatever it is, some sort of industry, coal mining stuff. So I did that little sketch from a photograph. And this one, this was done plein air. It was actually on location, on just by the farms where I live, and I did actually get back home and finish this one at home, but I got the most of it done. I was on location for a bit of time to get the main elements of this painting done, but I do like the cottage, which is abandoned. Nobody lives there, and it's just left to ruin, I suppose. It's quite a shame, but yeah, it was quite a nice day, and I enjoyed doing this one on location. Just a few minutes from there, there's a field with plenty of sheep always there, and I caught them on this day, and it was really sunny, and I just like the way the shadow and the highlights on the sheep, so I just wanted to capture that, and it was done from a photograph that I took of these two sheep. This one, if you saw the video, I was actually on location again, and I sat on a step and painted. You can see that I just used a pen with this one. This is sepia tone pen, so I drew this out with sepia, and quite enjoyed this one, and it was quite cold, but yeah. This one was from Dovestones, a little country park, national park near where I live, quite a big place. There's a big reservoir, and I found these 3 mushrooms. I forgot the name of them, allergic or something. They are poisonous, so I didn't eat them. I just painted them instead. And then this one is another sketch of Dovestones. Just as you walk round, there's a little river and some rocks and some nice trees. And then you got the Indian heads in the background. You can't see it on this one, but I did actually do a painting with the Indian heads as well. But it's a really nice scene, and I think I could have gone a bit dark with some of the scenes. This one is going back to when we were in Wales, Dice Earth. It's from a photograph that I took. It was about 6 o'clock in the morning. I went for a little stroll up this hill. It was just round the corner from the bungalow that we were staying, and we had this really nice sunrise, sorry. It was very early in the morning. So nobody around, and it was just nice to be out. This one I did for YouTube again, and I did actually do 2 paintings at the same time. This one just being in ink, both sepia and black ink, and I did the other one in regular watercolours, so it was nice to jump back and forth and do both of these paintings. You can see I just like the reflections in the water. It does. It was quite nice to do. It was quite fun, but obviously painting 2 paintings and filming them both, it was a little bit of a challenge. But I do enjoy a challenge every now and then. I like to push myself. But yeah, this is a really nice place. That's in Upper Mill, by the way, Saddleworth, near where I live. And then this is, I'm not sure whether this is a made-up scene. I think it is. I'm not sure. But it's similar to the Dovestone sketch. Not sure if it is from Dovestones, I can't remember. One of the things I need to do is write down the dates and places that I did these sketches, and it would help me to remember. I did that in the first couple of pages, but then I don't know. This one is a really nice photograph that I took many years ago while I lived on the Isle of Wight. And this is just away from the town centre. I can't remember where it was heading. But there's a little tea room. There's lots of these thatched cottages. And this one, I just wanted to do a little background, just mess with colour and let them blend. I think it would be nice to add a flower of some sort in the middle, sort of popping out. But yeah. This one is another one of Dovestones. I said there's the Indian heads, the darkest sort of grey bit of mountain in the background. That's the Indian heads, and you got these trees and nice walls and a bit of a fence, and yeah, just enjoy these sort of scenes, these landscapes. They're quite nice to do. And then another thing that I really like to do is paint buildings, cottages, that sort of thing. And this is a cottage not far from where I live, just down the main road. And yeah, I pass this one quite a bit. And this one is just one of the buildings in Dice Earth, North Wales, just on that little stretch where I took the picture of the sun rising. Just one of the little cottages on the main road. And yeah, just wanted to do some details with buildings. I do love painting buildings, architecture, windows, that sort of thing. And I quite like this spread. You can see it's quite nice. And this one was actually inspired by KM Row Hiking. It's a channel that I follow. They do lots of hiking trails, and they got up to one place, and the Catskill Mountains were in the background, and that reminds me of that. This is just a simple sky scene. I made it up. It was just wanted to just do a bit of practicing, and yeah, it's quite nice to do. And then just a few buildings, and you know, if you're struggling for getting a scene, doing a full composition, then you could just break it down, do sort of windows, just trees, or anything you want. And this is of Oldham Town Centre as well. And this one is just a distant mountain sort of scene, and again I've got the sky down and just sort of left it at that. This is one of my favourite places, Lincoln, and it's from the last time we went. These are the colours that I used, and I did actually do this painting in just polychromo Faber-Castell pencils. I've popped the colours down on that side, and this is how it looks, and it gives that sketchy sort of feel because of the texture of the paper and using pencil. So it's different, but I do like this street. This is the one with the steep, it's called the Steep Hill. This one is actually inspired from a lady on YouTube, Lois Davidson, and she's actually changed her name quite recently. She's Lois and Morgana Davidson Art. That's her channel, if you have not seen her channel. She did this sketch and I really liked it. It's not exactly the same, but she did have a church in there as well. So a really nice scene, and it really inspired me to do this one. And she's a very talented artist if you want to check out her YouTube channel. This one was from a photograph that I took while down in Bath. We stopped off in Bath when we went to Cornwall, and it was just such a sunny day, and I just love this reference. And I even caught a few people in there, you can see, just milling around in the bottom. But you got the light coming through and lots of nice shadows from the windows, and yeah, I just really enjoyed doing this painting, and just taking a bit more time to get some detail. And then if you've seen that video, I did do this one for YouTube as well. This one is Misty. I did this just after the incident with the lilies. Had to rush her to hospital, but she's absolutely fine now. And then this recent trip we did to Coniston, so I did this painting while it was from a reference, but of Coniston. You got the lake, and I just love the reflections of the hills, and you got the dark contrasting details in the trees. And I use the pen as well as watercolor to get those bark details, so it was quite fun to do. And another one from Coniston, on the way to the lake, we did this little trail that goes beside a river before you get to there, and this was a scene I took the photograph and did this one from the photograph reference, and it is another video that I did on YouTube. So there's some from that you may recognize, and some that I did without filming. So this was quite nice to do the colour in the background as well. And I just love the way rivers in watercolour and trees. This is a made up scene. I do like the sky, the way the colours, the different colours in the sky. I just went for it and just added a bit of this and that, but I do like that one. And then this is the last one, and I did actually do this on my channel. You may have seen that, but if you've not, you can check it out. And I really like the white spaces in this one. I don't know why, but it reminds me of like a jigsaw, and I was thinking to put jigsaw shapes over this and make it look like it's a jigsaw not being finished. There's a couple of pieces missing, and maybe I will do that at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this quick sketchbook tour. This is the See Whites of Brighton sketchbook, and I'll be starting a new sketchbook, so I'll see you in the next video.